Hey there, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So, I think it's time for us to pick up this quest with Levi Dryden and then get out of camp and go somewhere. Last time we had a chat with everybody in camp, and a couple people like me now. Alistair and Morgan like me. Liliana and Sten are still, I don't know. They're still not sure, I guess. Let's look. It'll show us, right? Alistair, he's warm towards me. Ah. Morgan, neutral. Liliana, neutral. Okay, but Morgan's a higher level neutral. Sten is still neutral. And why is it not showing my dog? He always loves me 100%. But anyway, let me get that off of there. See what my inventory looks like. Okay. And can I make any poisons? None of the good stuff. I have to upgrade my skill. Alright. Oh. Let me talk to Levi here.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me?
Levi Dryden.
Levi of the coins? Levi the trader?
No, Levi, he has never heard of you. I'm Eva, I've never heard of you.
Really?
Yeah.
He never told you of old Levi?
Nope.
We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Okay. What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
And what happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Okay, well... I'm surprised you... So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
Alright, I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Okay. What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Well... Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you. It's an old Grey Warden keep, so it's ours. We need to get it.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Okay, but I'm not making any promises on how soon it'll be. So, I always think, let's read about Sophia Dryden. Oh, it's long. Not too long. Sophia Dryden is Ferelden's light and her most brilliant jewel. Nothing on this earth can ever quench her fire. Arlessa Sophia Dryden was the young Arlen's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Dryden was a strong and charismatic leader with much support from the Benorn. When Arlen finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught, and accused of treason. Her sympathizers continued to support her, however. In order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Ah, I never knew this. Dryden survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with her leadership skills and charm. She eventually rose through the ranks to become the Warden Commander of Ferelden. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain on the nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. In the meantime, King Arlen proved himself a devious king, willing to go to brutal lengths to silence his opponents. Arlen's reign of terror grew worse with each passing year, and some of the bands approached Commander Dryden in desperation, begging her to intercede. She agreed, and thus was the rebellion against King Arlen born. Arlen learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens and declared that they were no longer welcome in Ferelden. Some of the Wardens, mindful that they were supposed to remain politically neutral, felt disgraced by Dryden's involvement in Ferelden's politics and left her side even as the king's forces lay siege to Soldier's Peak. The siege took months and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. From the personal files of Levi Dryden, Merchant. Okay, well, that was interesting. Shame on me, I've never read that. I might go through and catch up and read some of the codex entries in its own separate episode for anybody that's interested in that kind of thing. It's been a long time since I've read this stuff, and I've never read that one. But anyway, as I was going to say, we have so much to do, and this game is really big, and with all three chapters of it, it's a huge undertaking. And so I think I want to do like an episode every day, because I don't want this to take forever. For one reason is because I get really excited to play and I don't like waiting. So if you happen to be subscribed, you might be seeing a lot of Dragon Age over the next however long it takes me to get finished, because I want to play, and I want to play a lot. Let's talk to my dog.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
Aww.
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Don't listen to Alistair. He's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Picking on my dog. I must draw the line when you pick on my dog. Okay, one more chat with my dog.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
Hey.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Wow. It's a thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
You heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Aww. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Okay, now we're actually going to leave, but where are we going? Well, we could hop over to Denerim and pick up some quests, I guess. Let me look at the map here. Oh, that's the camp map. Let's look at the world map. We have lots of options. Yeah, let's go to Denerim. pick up some side quests, so that way if we run across them while we're out adventuring and taking care of business, we can get it done. Alright, guys. Yep. And who are we taking with us? Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a whole lot of use for Liliana because we do the same thing. So, I like her though. But
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
we're going to leave her this time. And let's go to Denerim. Can we make it without interruption? Nope. Nope, we cannot. Oh, okay. It's that guy. Hi there.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Gotcha. What's he have? What do you have? You have any backpacks? Oh, he has gifts. That's right. And tomes, this tome, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we're gonna get that too. That's it. While we're here,
Your word?
let's look and see if yeah, we're gonna make some potions and some poultices. Because we're gonna need a lot. Oh, and we're gonna make some double baked Mabari crunch for my dog. Okay. Thank you very much, old Tegrin. Even though you were rude. Denerim. I need to remember to save so I don't crash, and just in case I crash. Sometimes Denerim has issues. Here we are in the big city.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and he is our maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
What, no mention?
Uh-oh. Ty trots off happily. Wait, where are you going? Ty runs up to you happily. He appears to have found a friend.
Puppy!
Puppy, yeah. He wags his tail. No, you can't keep him. Mm-mm. Sorry. Puppy!
Those who bring ham. And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
These ladies are right here. They're pretty funny. This one always is getting the chant wrong and replacing some words with food words. I don't know. It's just fun.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there
Oh,
is
the
but
chanter's
one God,
word.
and he...
Back alley justice. Eliminate the criminals preying on innocent folk in Denerim's back alleys. That's basically travel the back alleys and take care of bandits and stuff. Missing in action, find Rexel. Recently our hearts were lifted when many survivors of the Battle of Ostagar returned to us. Make her bless these men and women and have mercy on those who fell defending our children from the blight. Sadly, one of these heroes has gone missing. Rexel served in Terran Logain's vanguard with distinction. Upon his return, his wife said he was prone to quiet reflection and frequented the local taverns. One afternoon he left his home and never returned. I bet he was troubled because they left the king to die. This chanter was moved by the family's grief and is offering a pouch of coin for anyone who finds this hero. The chant says, In saving one man, you save us all. For if each of us lends a hand to aid his neighbor, anything is possible, especially now. Okay, so we're going to find Rexel. Fazel's request. Master Fazel of the esteemed Guild of Free Sailors has informed this chanter that while about guild business, he was waylaid by bandits via guile and other chicanery. He lost many valuables, but in particular an antique sextant was removed forcibly from his person. The sextant is of considerable symbolic value, and it belongs to the first guildmaster of the Free Sailors. Master Fazel described his assailants as masked, of foreign descent, perhaps Treventer or Free Marches, and unusually coordinated and crafty. He has placed a hefty sum of coin with this chanter for the return of his sextant. That is all. Got it. Logain's push. Brothers and sisters, word has arrived of an imminent conflict. Terran Logain's honored forces continue to root out threats to our nation, and their actions deserve support from the common people. While it is unusual to post troop movements to the public board, I believe it is necessary for brethren near the affected area to respect the honored Terran by aiding his troops. Provide whatever comfort you feel they deserve, and Freelden will be the stronger for it. Oh, we'll comfort them, all right. Treat these brave soldiers as you would treat Logain himself, and the spiritual rewards will be generous. Okay. Desperate Haven. Sister Rana has heard reports of an imminent tragedy. A runner has brought me dire news of a group of refugees fleeing the Darkspawn. They have been cornered in unfamiliar ground, fighting for their lives. The Templars are necessarily occupied, and my own means are few and stretched. If someone of skill has the ability to deliver these people, I can only offer the honest gratitude of myself and of the Chantry. Hopefully, that will be enough for the rare person we need. In other words, there's no money involved. Skin Deep. A runner sends this request from Knight Commander Thames. While the reports I have heard no doubt suffer from exaggeration, the observed creatures assaulting Redcliffe trouble me greatly. What? If we are to properly combat these unnatural agents and prevent their reoccurrence, the mages bound to my service will require carefully prepared samples of flesh for study. Thereafter, should a deployment occur, we will be well briefed. If there are skilled warriors present, I would have them gather samples from any remaining creatures as close to the presumed source as possible. The Chantry will reward this basic assistance with spiritual acknowledgement. If the request is exceeded, gold will be added, but the offer is limited. What is he talking about? What creatures? Oh boy.
Is our maker. They are sinners who have given
The
their
deep
love
dark
to
before
false
dawn's
gods.
first light seems eternal. But know that the sun always rises.
Okay. Hello.
In the name of Andraste, bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Olma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kaelin died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
Why is the cathedral closed?
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
What's wrong with your friend here?
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Valroyo years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the lyrium that does this.
Lyrium did this to him? Why doesn't he stop taking it?
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else.
Well, I'll come back later.
May the light of the Maker guide your steps.
They shall be named Malefica.
That's how they control their Templars, I guess, the Chantry. They keep them addicted to lyrium. Anyway.
Magic exists to serve man
We'll
and never to rule over him.
We'll make a circle.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you?
Yes?
Exactly who I was hoping to meet.
Really?
I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Isn't that against the Chantry's laws?
We harm no one, I assure you, and we enforce the Chantry's laws among ourselves. All we seek is a life outside of the Templar's shadow. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Give me a reason not to turn you into the... Okay. Alright, I'll take a look. I don't have time for Mage Templar business right now.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Okay, let's see what we have. Blood of Warning. While they tend to be careful and judicious in their use of force, the Templars do indeed make mistakes. I understand that several relatives of our friends among the collective will soon become targets of the Chantry, and while I trust that this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fairly warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take the bundle of vials attached to this missive and find the 4 homes the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim. Mark the front door of each home with the goat's blood from the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can threaten them. Okay. Have you seen me? The collective is saddened at the absence of the great mage Renauld. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time, and our gatherings are the lesser for the loss of his tales of ribald, I don't know what that word is, exploits, and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Renauld was last seen traveling in the direction of the Brazilian forest. Oh, how he did so love the outdoors. Anyone who returns with evidence of the whereabouts of the beloved mage Renauld will be rewarded. And the Scrolls of Bannister. In times such as these, one must suspect even his neighbor of the darkest dealings, lest they cast a shadow upon those who labor under the light. I, Jubasto, have heard tell of a cabal of Maleficarum performing rituals in the dark near my sanctum, and I certainly wish to see them brought to justice for their dark deeds. I hesitate, however, to accuse them of foul sorcery without a full understanding of the trappings, ritual, and appearance the dark magic requires. The writings of the hated Maleficarum Bannister should be suitable. Should a courier be available to produce me copies of the Scrolls of Bannister, I would be appropriately grateful. So we need to find some scrolls. Okay. Alright, so we have those. Let me save it again. Sometimes I crash right here. I have in the past anyway.
Very well.
Denerim's kind of trashy looking right here, isn't it? Hooded courier.
Leave me to my business.
Alright, my gosh. Not to be rude. Sergeant Kylan.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Warden? How do you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Arl Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, and Arl Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
The Arl and I have a rich history. Tell me about his men.
With the bastards, I'd just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious?
Uh-huh.
I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, Maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
No problem. We're gonna beat down some of Arl Howe's men, too, in the process. What do we have
Those are
here?
too small. Send them back to the priests for more training.
What are you talking about? What's too small? Okay. What? Insufficient skill? Oh, I don't like not being able to unlock stuff.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian-scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no?
What's there to see in the market?
Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcered objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? Your Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Valroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Valroyo. Tell me about Valroyo.
What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors. And the skirts. Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old. But I like the people of this city very much.
Why did you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier, and we departed shortly after.
A chevalier. What sort of trouble did you get in?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
But what your brother did is right.
Perhaps in your lands, but not in my kingdom. Many revere the chevaliers for their skill, honor, and deeds. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
So, chevaliers are like, kind of like knights, I guess, in Valroyo. Anyway, can I talk to this guy yet?
What is it? I have work to do.
Nothing, farewell. Nope.
All right.
Can't talk to him yet. Okay. Gonna unlock that. Oh my gosh. I guess I can't unlock anything. Whoa.
I recognize you.
What?
From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cailan. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Me, a Grey Warden? You must be mistaken. I stole this uniform from a dead one I found on the side of the road or something. Yeah.
Pardon me, sir. You must think I'm a fool. You really do look like... too much ale. Yes, too much. Excuse me.
I didn't want to fight that guy and kill him. And that's what would happen if, you know...
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from
Hey,
Orzammar.
here's one of those blood mage relatives for the mages collective. Okay, one down. Alright, let's go over here and talk to Slim Cauldry.
Hello there, Warden.
Jeez.
I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Howe, right? Good for you. Make a spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
How did you know I'm a warden?
Your likeness has been shown to some of the guards. Managed to get a peek at it myself. The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
Okay. What will you do with your cut?
My share goes to a good cause. The poor. My family. I've got 15 cousins. 15! Can you imagine? My uncle must walk around with a permanent bulge. It's disturbing, that is.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, tell me more. I'm interested. Holy crap.
Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that. Uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know.
Yeah, I stealth, but I don't pickpockets.
More of a second story man, eh? So was I back in the day. The thrill of the hunt. Dodging guards, in and out, no one the wiser. Ah, the good life. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fella really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right?
Right.
So, what are you interested in?
Know of any good places to break in?
I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though.
Here you go.
Lady Sophie is an intimate of Arl Howe. Real intimate. She's visiting the country, because that's what rich folk do when the whole bloody kingdom's in danger. Sorry, they just get me so angry. Her room in the Nord Noble Tavern is unattended. That means her valuables are just there for the taking. You've got the tavern staff to worry about, plus she has hired a guard. A very overworked, tired and bored guard, though. Just be careful and you should be fine. Good luck.
Alright, I'm picking up these quests, but I'm not going to do any of them right now because I need to level my lockpicking one more time, I think. So, where do we need to go? I'm not going in Wade's Emporium just yet. We don't have anything we can get there at the moment. Oh, we have more gossipers.
I hear there isn't even really any Darkspawn down south. It's all Grey Warden work.
They're a devious lot, that's for sure.
Really? Grey Warden poster. Don't believe the lies. Friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. The hidden pearl holds the key to resistance. The griffins will rise again. Okay. The hidden pearl. I guess that's the whorehouse he was mentioning earlier. Hey.
By order of the new Earl of Denerim, no one is to enter the alienage.
The Arl Howe wants to keep people out, does he?
There's been an elven uprising. Knifeears even have the gall to attack the Arl's only son. Killed him in cold blood. With the whole Urian family dead, the regent appointed Rendon Howe of Amaranthine the new Arl of Denerim. First thing he did was lead a purge of the alienage.
Of course he did.
It's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, the gates will be reopened. Now on your way.
So, Loghain made Hal the Earl of Denerim. He knew that he killed, like, Eva's parents. He knew this. And that Eva's dad was close to King Cailan, or knew him. And yeah, so it was all planned out. That's my thoughts. It was all planned out. It wasn't a last minute decision to abandon Cailan on the battlefield. It was all a plan. Like
What does a darkspawn look like?
even in Ostagar, there were scouts that were seeing like the hordes of darkspawn and knowing how many they were. But yeah, anyhow, he knew. Loghain knew. Not going in there either because I don't really need to at the moment. I will go in here.
Very.
Oh, I forgot to save. Let's save now. The Wonders of Thedas. Oh. Sometimes your companions say things when you come up those stairs, but they didn't this
As you
time.
say. I shall do it.
The Canary. I'm going to read this. Anyone who travels far enough to the north will eventually encounter the Canary. White-haired, bronze-skinned giants, a head again taller than a man, with frighteningly calm demeanors and a sort of sparkling fire behind their eyes. For quite a long time, people believed that all Canary were male, or that their men and women were simply indistinguishable. It was not until the blessed age that diplomats from Rivain were allowed, however briefly, to visit Parvalin, and there they discovered that Canary females do exist in abundance and are quite easily recognized. The Rivaini say that Canary have a certain kindness to them, or at least a conspicuous lack of cruelty, although I did not observe the creatures closely enough to evaluate their character. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi.
It is begun.
The Prison of Aenar. Okay. Let's click this book. And this book. And see what he has. Tranquil Proprietor.
Welcome to the Wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Yeah, let me see. Okay, we didn't really buy anything from that guy, but we did sell a couple things. He's pretty pricey. Too rich for our blood right now. Okay. I think that we have to go into the Nod Noble, pick up some stuff in there. And then after that, we'll just end this one. So let's go on in here.
It shall.
The Nod Noble.
This is where the nobility comes to get drunk and decide who is the most self-important of them all. Good times.
Eva's nobility. She tries not to take offense when everybody gets mouthy about nobles, because she knows how they are. She was never like that. Her family wasn't really like that.
What can I get you, stranger?
Have you heard any rumors?
Some folks aren't happy about Tyrn Logain being named regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tyrn Logain couldn't save the king from that end, then nobody could. Anything else you need?
Oh, you're one of those brainwashed people. Let's see. Anyone need any help? Maybe with something not strictly legal? He glances around for prying eyes, then produces a few notes on behalf of interested parties. Correspondence interruptus. R has a small request. It's always useful to have a big name in your pocket, and there's nothing better than snagging them with their knickers down. If, in travels wide, someone were to come across notes between illicit lovers, I have certain specialists who can make the most of the texts. Delivered to the bartender, and an investment towards future manipulation will be handsomely paid. Solving problems. D requires swift action. I have trouble. A few of my more excitable young associates got a little nervous during a couple of delicate handovers. Suffice to say, a little mess needs attention. Life is normally cheap, but if word of this gets out, there will be consequences. My men are under close watch, so I would be most grateful for someone willing to take care of this. Coin is assured. Okay. And negotiation aids. K requires the following. The troubles of the new blood seem to find me. I ruffled some feathers with my alternative tactics, and certain people have had me blacklisted by my primary suppliers. So I put this out there to those enterprising friends who want an ally and perhaps a little coin. 15 toxin extract samples will be more than enough to ensure I can continue building support. Simple, isn't it? Yeah, 15 toxin extract. Okay. Let's go in here. Oh, there's Sophie's guard. We're not going to mess with Sophie's stuff right now. We'll come back later and do that.
It is begun.
Crimson Ore's mercenary.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me men.
Okay. Hello.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Are there more? Notices of death, yes. Warden, it is always a sad duty to report the deaths of those who have died in the service of the Guild. Today this duty falls to you, should you accept it. With this letter you will find the names of 4 women recently widowed and letters giving condolences for the loss of their husbands. All 4 men were killed doing the work of the irregulars, and we mourn the deaths of all who die in service to our ideals. Please handle this task with the discretion and care that I am confident you possess in spades. You must deliver these notes to the widows, Arenia in Redcliffe, Lorana near Lake Calenhad, and Sarah and Tanya in Denerim. Many thanks for this difficult task. Okay, so I think we saw one of those ladies when we came in. Restocking the guild. My good people, we're facing work coming in from 2 fronts, and everyone must contribute. The irregulars are prepared to pay any man or woman who comes forth with a gift of 20 health poultices, no questions asked. If we work together, we can stock the irregulars for war. Except, okay, we might be able to go ahead and turn that one in.
The captain sends his regards.
Yeah, okay. He took 20 lesser health poultices and gave us 3 gold. That works. Okay, let's get out of here. We'll come back later once I level up my lock picking again. And do some more stuff around here. When we leave here, though, my plan is to go to the circle. Because there's a mage there that needs our assistance. So anyway, we're going to end this here, and when we come back, we're going to head to the circle tower and see what we can, see if we can get the assistance of the mages. So until next time, thanks for watching.